best wrestling podcast in the world. Fact, the road-wearing original Pete, the believing, power of positivity, keeping it Rollins, the Summit. Fact, the homicidal, the genocidal, the ECW loving, daring young creeping, Mr. No Days Off, Scott. Fact, the biscuit and gravy eating, Naomi loving, lunatic craving, the melting pot, JP, and you can bank on that. Fact, the Bailey hugging, the interrupting, the Jaeger drinking, mouth of the Carolinas, Lil Steven. Fact.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
I miss you, Darren Young. Little Steven, Darren Young, in an evening gown match with Pat Patterson. Little Steven gets a little French-Canadian in him. If Jeff Hardy's going to face Jay Leno in a steel chairs match, people are just jealous because I got skills.
Here's my issue. Is it worse to get beat by one midget or three? Little Steven in a beer drinking contest with Naomi. I have this big issue with people. I don't want to sound like an idiot.
Just kept it Rollins. Jimmy Hart, Triple H, X-Pac against Lil Steven in a microphone on a pole match. Anything can happen. Like, wait, if you don't want it, then don't bark it.
We're three-man band. That's horrible. I don't want to make you look bad.
You're fired, sir. When you want to hear me mess up, they're in Radioland. When you want to hear me not mess up, I did not know that. Wow. Wrestling with Attitude. When you want your beer, awesome.
That's right. That's right. Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude on Periscope, as you see. Stitcher, iTunes. Are you anywhere else there?
Oh, yeah. We also are on Facebook and Twitter and at WWA Show on Twitter and just Wrestling with Attitude on Facebook. Like us, send us a message or post or whatever they do on Facebook nowadays. And, you know, that's about it.
That's about it. Wow.
Guys, welcome to the show, Wrestling with Attitude.
That's
Can
right.
you feel it in the air? Can you smell it? It's pick time. Oh man.
It's pick season.
It's pick season. Well, it's not really pick season, but oh, it's time for payback after the greatest WrestleMania of all times.
Hey,
And everyone,
hey.
No, I'm getting tired of
It was
that.
a great WrestleMania.
But it's not the greatest WrestleMania.
Well, they always say that.
It was to do one-on-one FaceTime. Yes, we do.
One-on-one FaceTime. All right.
I don't think that's appropriate, but okay. No, but but I'm tired of everyone going, "Oh, it was the greatest WrestleMania." Like all the stars are like, "Greatest WrestleMania," but you didn't do anything the night after WrestleMania. You didn't mention it.
It
at all.
doesn't matter. Dude, that's not the point of mentioning the night. They did mention the next night.
Yeah.
They didn't do a lot of stuff. You start over the night after WrestleMania.
I know.
Okay? No, WrestleMania was good, but they always say, this is the greatest WrestleMania ever.
Yeah, they said that at WrestleMania 30 and 31. Whew.
You know, I want to say something real fast. I'm watching Raw back in 1999, May 99, and, you know, you start listening to JR. Listening to JR, he does a lot of references of what's coming up in the future. I didn't think about.
Yeah.
I know, I really didn't think about it until I started listening to him, you know, like Al Snow, Al Snow would come out and he would mention it. But the match on Raw at May 26th, I think, he says, you know, when somebody comes out the entrance, he said, yeah, he's letting the walls fall down. Or the walls are break the walls down. He says that on air. He says, break the walls down. I'm like, wait a minute. Jericho ain't come out yet. Jericho didn't come out yet. Jericho don't come out until August. But you're saying breaking. But if you listen to JR back in the Attitude era, he did that a lot actually, where he mentioned stuff that hadn't happened yet. Yeah, he foreshadowed a lot. I didn't realize it until you actually, you know. And they do that some, but you know, JR did a lot back then in the 90s.
That's messed up, man.
It's not messed up. I get it. I just, you know, I didn't realize it until I actually paid attention to closely what JR was saying.
I mean, I'm right now in 2003 where I think the last Raw I watched was where Kane sets JR on fire, which is the worst television thing I've probably seen in my life.
Yeah.
But, yeah. What did Sean just post on there? I didn't.
Talking about JR.
Oh.
That guy that Spanish announce table got a family. All right, let's go into what ifs.
Nasty. Nasty.
What if? What if? What if? What if?
Too dirty to clean my act up.
I am watching this on Periscope. It really does look as bad as it does in the studio. I just want to make sure it looks as bad for y'all as it does for me in here. Because he's not singing to me. He's not playing to me, thank goodness. So I'm glad y'all are watching
I'm
what's
playing
going on.
to the universe.
He's playing to Sean.
I'll play to you any day, Sean.
All right. We got to get off of that one. This is gonna be. I probably picked the perfect what if.
What if Shawn Michaels never lost his smile? That's a really good what if.
That's good. This week's what if though. Sean is part of the show this week, so you'll get some interesting chats. I already know it is coming. If you got any interesting ones, please let us know. But this week's what if, one of them, in 2008, Vince came up to the storyline of a illegitimate, a different son than he had.
He had another son.
Right, he had another son.
He had a bastard son.
He had a bastard son.
Basically.
And it came out to be Hornswoggle. The worst storyline ever, I think.
Uh-oh.
What if, and complete the sentence, what if it was someone else that was his son?
Can you
Give me a character.
Of-
Give me a wrestler. Give me a broadcaster. Give me a musician. I don't know. Ever who would work in WWE as a storyline.
I would have rather.
Who would have been a better choice? A lot of people say Triple H, which that would have been totally gross. So you couldn't do Triple H.
Cody Rhodes? That's.
Think about it. You think of what you could have done with Cody Rhodes back then, because he just started. If I'm not, roughly.
But I kind of like how he came out as Cody Rhodes. Like, Dusty Rhodes is my father, but whatever, I don't care. Like,
But think if he came out as his son, then you could have done a storyline between Vince and Dusty
That
at
would've
a
been
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And you could have said he was my bastard son because you are a bastard, or whatever, and...
What if David Flair?
David Flair. David Flair, Hall of Fame 2017. Me and Sean was getting it
For one match?
we're getting it trending. But yeah, David, give me a name. And don't give me Goldberg or,
You said 2006?
2008. Because that's when the
2008.
storyline was going on, was 2008. David Arquette. There you go. David Arquette, we're going to get trending.
Well, Eugene was already taken.
Yes, he was Eric Bischoff's nephew.
So, oh man, this is tough.
That's the reason I did it. I'll give me a. Think if you done it right, if you actually did the storyline right, the way they should have, you could have actually plugged in somebody to help run the company for years down the road.
Brookie Hogan?
Brooke Hogan.
That is not how you spell it, Sean.
That broke. Well, no, they ain't broke. That's for sure. Broke Hogan is not ever going to happen. Dude. That's for sure. Not now. $158 million to do that. But I was going to say, think about if you did a Hogan. Think about if you did Brooke Hogan, or Nick Hogan, whatever. Think about it. You could have brought back Hulk Hogan for a storyline in that situation.
I don't know, man. This is tough.
Come on, Pete Gas, anybody?
Screw you. Screw you. No, don't beat Gas.
They're already in the same neighborhood. Why not?
How about Christian?
I thought about that. Yeah. I don't know how you...
Of course you thought
No, I did. I thought about Edge, too. Randy Orton, you couldn't really done.
You couldn't do it.
I was trying to think somebody that could run the company after Vince that could be in the storylines today.
Batista?
Son? I was thinking Jeff Hardy even.
Ooh.
You know, but you can't really, you couldn't do Jeff Hardy.
JBL? Actually, that's not
That
a
would be
bad
very good.
idea.
Can you imagine that? But they look about the same age.
Can we do R-Truth and then just R-Truth go like, my bad, dog?
No. You could have done him the son of Mark Henry and Mae Young. That would have been different. No,
That would be horrible.
yeah.
Oh, if you brought him in right, Curtis Axel. If you actually would have brought him
What
in
about Husky
right,
Harris? Bray Wyatt.
as a bastard son kind of thing, that would have worked. That character would have worked.
Actually, I got the perfect one. Cesaro. No, you need somebody that has
No, but Husky Harris would have worked, dude.
Shane McMahon with a mustache.
Or just Shane McMahon as a like a patriot, Mr. America.
Anything could have been better than Hornswoggle. I still, who wrote that crap?
I think Finley did.
Who wrote that garbage? Hornswoggle? I mean, seriously. That's like saying Hornswoggle was also the anonymous GM. Oh, yeah, they did that.
You know, if he did it right, because that's when he kind of debuted.
Who?
Damian Sandow. If you did it right.
Billy Kidman. That's interesting.
That would be actually very interesting. He kind of looks like him. He kind of does. Especially when he does Viagra on a pole match.
But the problem with Billy Kidman, he's not that strong of a character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't buy into
No, see, I think
the only person that ever bought anything that Billy Kidman did was Tori Wilson.
this would have been a good, like, this storyline was a good storyline to debut somebody.
Right.
To me.
Absolutely.
So
because
if you would have
could-
done like a Damian Sandow or something. No, Damian Sandow, if you did it right, could have worked because he was kind of like the snobbish.
the genius character.
Yeah, and he was kind of snobbish of like arrogant, like I'm better than you.
No, I like that. I
That
like
would have
that.
worked. It really could have worked. It could have skyrocketed him. Shane
Masters.
That's funny. Hey, The Miz.
But
If you think about it, The Miz could have worked, actually.
no, it's too much like Jericho.
Or Dolph Ziggler.
Ziggler, no. I would rather seen Sandow, Cody Rhodes,
Jack Swagger.
Seth Rollins. No, that was later on. Seth Rollins came in. Jack Swagger. By the way,
Crime Time.
That's another one. Jack Swagger's also probably going away.
Finally,
leaving
good.
WWE. So they're not
He
using.
needed to, dude.
But no, that was one of the ways. I wanted to know who you think Sandow. I like Sandow. I like it.
I kind of think Sandow, either that or as much as I could see him playing this character, as much you said about Jeff Hardy, what about Matt? What about Matt Hardy, man?
No, Matt Hardy's too fat. No, we would never do Matt Hardy.
That has
listen,
nothing to do
he's
with it.
iconic.
Of course he
No. I was on Sheldon and Benjamin.
He is the
I like
gold
that.
standard.
No. Why not John Cena?
Why not Charlie Haas?
Why not John Cena?
Charlie Haas?
Why not John Cena?
Because that would make no sense.
Well, they're Massachusetts, Connecticut,
Oh,
not that
shut
far.
up.
I mean,
No,
hey,
that's no. Sheamus, if he wasn't so white, that would
Sheamus.
that would have worked.
Really the red and really that yeah, okay.
Papa.
Scotty too hotty. All right, we're going on from that one. All right, the other one I want to ask you real fast. What if Chyna stayed in WWE? Because when did she actually leave? Go ahead.
Probably would have been women's champion again and probably been IC champion again. She would have held that belt a little longer, I bet.
She left in 2001. She did.
That's a great one, Sean. Tyson Kidd. Boom.
Tyson Kidd?
Tyson Kidd.
That would have been good.
Or the Bulldog. But everyone knew his son, so that wouldn't have worked. But Tyson Kidd would have worked, man.
When did she wrestle in TNA in 2011? But she left WWE. She wrestled occasionally in New Japan Wrestling in 2002. But in 2001 is when she left. So who were the big factions in 2002, 2003?
That would have been cool. And
It's a wrestling show.
no, but what Sean said with
No,
the,
I know.
like Bret Hart tie-in,
You could have done that.
that would have been cool. But anyways, Chyna, if Chyna would have stayed with WWE, would have been women's champion at least 3-4 more times. Probably would have had a big feud with Lita. Her and Lita and Trish probably would have had a big feud. She would have probably been in that third group of women of best women's title reigns of all time if she would have kept it.
I've got another one for you. What if she teamed up with Big Papa Pump? I'm just
I
saying.
wouldn't like that.
Here's why. I mean, the ninth wonder of the world with Big Papa Pump. And
Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie's a great all the time.
Oh yeah, well Jacqueline's.
But what
yeah.
if she came out with Big Papa Pump? Who was another? What was the big faction in 2002, 2003? It was Evolution, right?
Evolution. Guess Dudley's if you want to call that a faction.
Not really a faction.
And
You see, that was a problem in 2003, 2002.
Yeah.
You had it's 2003.
oh, and 3 Minute Warning. 3 Minute Warning was technically a faction.
But you really you didn't have a faction go against Evolution. Is my point.
But that's why Evolution was dominant at the time. It was dominant.
I know, I get you. But you could put her. I'm trying to think somebody she could go with.
She
Big
could go with Big
Pump.
Papa because she'd be a freak. She'd be a
Right,
freak
right.
With Freakzilla. It would have made perfect sense.
Kevin Nash, even maybe.
Nah,
No.
that's too much to me.
Team Angle, yeah, that was one. But she would not Team Angle. You could have put her with. I mean, you could have put her with Los Guerreros. You know, Eddie and
the
Chavo.
Un-Americans. That was one.
That was one.
That was a faction.
You wouldn't have. Well, yeah.
No, you wouldn't have put her with the Un-Americans. It wouldn't have worked, dude. It would not have worked, and you know it.
And she's from Rochester. She was born Rochester, New York.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
it wouldn't have worked.
But yeah, no.
Billy and Chuck.
Billy and Chuck.
Billy and Chuck. Yeah, that would have been perfect. Her with Rico.
Yeah, but no, that was some. I wanted to ask who you thought were some people that she could go with.
Well, I mean, she would definitely have been in a lot more storylines, and heck, she would have had that women's title a few more times. I mean, I think she would go down as. I mean, she's already going to go down as a legend. Whether you say she's a legend or not, Chyna was a legend. She made an impact. That, in my opinion, that's a definition of a legend. If you make an impact in the ring and you change the game. She changed the game, James. You can't say she didn't.
Legend, don't use the word legend too easy. I don't use the word legend too easily.
No,
all right?
no, but
to me, there's maybe 3 people in wrestling that are legends. Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Hulk Hogan.
even in her movie,
Hulk
she
Hogan
went down. That's horrible.
Well, inside China. But no, there's legends, but China was a game changer.
Yeah.
I ain't going to call her a legend because she only won the belt like once or twice. But she did win the IC belt. She did Warrior Rumble, the first woman to ever do it. She's definitely a game changer.
Yeah.
Legend to me is Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold. Those are legends. The Rock, you know.
But out
I
of the
know there's
women,
more than
she's
3.
a legend to me.
She is one of the greats. Trish and Lita are
Yeah.
up here. All right, she's below Trish and
But
Lita.
think about if she was with Trish and Lita during that time. If she, like during that peak, think of what would have happened. Imagine if she was in
Squad. That would have been great.
That would have been awesome.
Listen, there's no. You couldn't have had her with Trish and Lita.
Why not?
And no, it wouldn't have worked.
She would have been the ground pound of it because, like, Lita was a high flyer.
We already had Jazz.
So get rid of Jazz.
We don't know.
You
I'm
didn't
just saying.
need Jazz.
Trish and Lita was that rivalry you didn't need to add a third person to it. I see what you're saying, though. You could have done a couple matches, but I don't think
No, but it
long
would have
term.
made it even more fresh. Like, what I'm saying is it would have been like where, like, when Lita got hurt, then you would have had, you know, Chyna and Trish go at it for a while. And then when Trish went away, Lita comes back. You know, like, it would have kept the rivalry a little bit more fresh.
I just would never put her above. I won't put her above Trish and Lita.
I'm not saying I'm putting them above. I'm just saying if she would have stayed, I feel she would have been in that category.
More. Okay.
I do.
I think if she stayed, she wouldn't have been because she was different. She was fighting men.
Yeah.
She was beating men.
No,
I think
but-
she could have won the IC belt another time.
No, but I
maybe
think the
even
word
the US
legend,
belt. Maybe in the US belt, maybe another time.
team her up with Jeff Hardy versus Matt.
And Lita. Yeah, you
Lita.
could
That
have.
would have been kind of cool, actually. No, I mean, I agree with you on that. I just, I think if she would have stayed, the word legend really would have meant something for her.
Right.
I do.
All right. Well, you have anything else on that?
No.
All right. That's it for the show today, but we got another show coming up right after this one, and we're doing picks. So stick around for everybody on Periscope. Everybody else, we see you tomorrow.
Yep.